Hello, my name is Natalia, and today I answering the questions that we got in our activities, the argumentative questions. The first question is, if a company continually ignores customer feedback beyond simply falling behind competitors, what broader implications will this have for its innovation pipeline and long-term brand reputation? If a company continuously ignores the customer feedback, the consequences go far beyond simply falling behind its competitors. One of the biggest long-term risks is the weakening of its innovation pipeline. Innovation isn't just about internal ideas. It's also about reacting to what customers want, what customers need, what customers complain about. If the company doesn't listen, it loses value and the valuable insight into where the market is going. Over time, this can harm the company's brand reputation. Customers may start feel the company doesn't care or that is disconnected from their real needs. As a result, trust declines, and once that happens, it's very hard to rebuild. Loyal customers may leave, new customers may never arrive, and the brand may be seen as outdated or unresponsive. In the long run, this lack of feedback can turn into a major obstacle for growth and sustainability. For the second question, we got considering the emphasis on timing in business. If a successful company misses a critical market window for a new product launch, how will this ripple through its financial projections, competitive standing, and even employee model? If a successful company misses a critical market window for a new product launch, the effects can be felt in multiple areas of the business. Financially, missing the perfect launch period like the holiday season or the back to school can lead to poor sales, lower profits, and even failed projections. That means revenue affects not only the present quarter but also future investments plans. Competitively, it gives other companies an advantage. If competitors launch at the right time and capture consumers' attention, it's very difficult to recover that lost ground. And inside the company, this kind of failure can seriously hurt employee morale. Teams may feel frustrated that their very hard work didn't lead to success, not because the product wasn't good, but because the company acted too late. This can lead to demotivation, stress, and even talent loss if employees feel their efforts aren't respected or well managed. The third question is, the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the importance of proactivity. If leaders consistently apply the lessons of real conditional thinking from that crisis, what specific new strategies will they implement to build greater resilience against unforeseen global events in the future? The COVID-19 pandemic showed us that proactive thinking is essential. If business leaders consistently apply the lesson of real conditioning thinking from that crisis, they will focus on things like prevention, flexibility, and also digital readiness. For example, they may diversify their supply chains so they are not dependent on a single region or supplier. This helps reduce risk if a disruption happens. They also invest in technology to enable remote work and digital operations so that the business can continue even if people can be in the office. Another smart move is developing emergency plans or simulations where leaders prepare for different types of global shocks, from pandemics to climate events to geopolitical conflicts. By thinking ahead and taking action before a crisis happens, companies build real resilience, and that resilience can make the difference between survival and collapse when the unexpected arrives. The question number 4 is, if businesses have heavily invest in digital transformation, specifically automating customer service, what might be the less obvious but significant effects on the company internal structure, talent needs, and the overall customer experience beyond just cost reduction and faster response? If businesses heavily invest in digital transformation, especially in automating customer service, the benefits goes beyond cutting costs and answering questions faster. Internally, this transformation changes the company structure and talent needs. For example, some traditional customers service job might be replaced by automated systems, but new jobs will appear, such as chatbot designers, data analytics, or tech support roles. This shifts requires retraining employees and recruiting people with different skills. At the same time, the customer experience also changes. While some people enjoy fast and efficient digital services, others may miss the human interaction. So companies need to find like a balance, perhaps using automation for simple questions but keeping human agents for more complex issues. The digital transformation affects not only how a business runs, but also how it feels to work there and to interact with the brand. The final question is, if a company neglects both employee training and financial oversight, what cumulative serious consequences might it face that extend beyond individual departmental struggles, potentially impacting its very survival in competitive markets? If a company neglects both employee training and financial oversight, the consequences can be severe and long lasting. First, without proper training, workers may lack the skills they need to be productive. This leads to mistakes, inefficiency, and low morale. Employees may feel unsupported, and that can increase turnover. At the same time, poor financial oversight creates serious risk. If a company spends without control, it could face budget shortfalls, debt, or even bankruptcy. When these two problems happen together, they create a kind of internal collapse. Different departments start struggling, operations slows down, and the company loses its competitive edge. In the worst case scenario, this combination can threaten the very survival of the business. It becomes unable to compete, unable to keep its people, and unable to recover. That's why both training and financial management are essential foundations, not optional extras, for long-term success. Thank you so much. That was all the 5 questions that we have. Thank you.